I'm Raul Ramirez. I'm the media director for Session Girls, and we're here today in Los Angeles with Raven Roulette. You are very versatile. You do a lot of different interesting things, right? Traveling a lot, and so can you kind of break it down for us?
Yeah. I call myself a quantum person, so I do many, many different things. My primary is doing femdom sessions, so as a dominatrix, but talking about versatility, I'm also a switch. So as a switch, I am a session submissive and also a submissive performer in the BDSM and the kink industry. And then I also am an erotic poet. So those are like the top three that I do. I do travel sessions and stuff, so people can book me and I will travel to them. They can fly me to them, or I will drive to them if they're within like a driving range area. For performing, my forte is shibari bottoming and also impact play. So impact, fire, shibari bottoming, and then I also do live poetry slams because I'm working on a erotic book that I'm
Fantastic.
ready to publish. Yeah, so that's a little short and encompass of
Okay.
a little bit of what I do.
Well, I think maybe when your book comes out, we gotta do another interview.
That would be amazing.
Okay,
I love that.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Would you actually have any poetry you want to share, or not at the moment?
Oh, absolutely. I have it all right here. Absolutely. I'd be more than 100% willing to showcase it. Yeah.
Oh, do you want to start off with the poem?
Oh my. Okay, let's go. It was funny because I was thinking of this morning. I was like, you know what? Let's showcase. Let's do. Since we're there, we're
Exactly.
gonna talk.
You know, set the tone.
Ooh. Here we go. Lick the tears, alchemizing all your fears. Drink the blood that drips from my lips, hypnotized by the way I swirl my hips. No longer hiding in the darkness, but embodied and ready to be seen. The sinful sanctuary queen. A mistress to most, a mommy to some. But for you, you're a good girl that drinks your cum. Come close, maybe she'll let you in. Licking up your sweat and drinking down your sin. She does not block out of fear, but her boundaries are clear. Fuck with the fire that combusts inside of her and watch her future burn. She'll keep your ashes upon her coffin in a pretty little urn. Dance with her and she'll guide you the way. Respect her and she'll worship you every single day. Know who you're fucking with before you commit. Open your mouth like a good little boy and take mommy's spit. Drink it down and fetch my crown. On your knees and beg please. Look up at me with your big beautiful eyes. You're mine. Such a pretty little prize.
Oh, that's really cool.
There's that.
Really cool. So then, when do you think you might be publishing that?
So spring is the goal. So everything is written, everything is encompassed in the book right now. I have all 21 passages.
Mm-hmm.
So this book, very controversial title, it's called I Should Have Murdered You When I Had a Chance.
Mm-hmm.
So it's encompassing my life story of what I went through, some instances, actually having what I do in the industry utilized or used against me. And so writing was the only way genuinely that kept me alive in that point in time. And so I took all those passages and I have chosen to put them in a book because my goal is to raise mental health awareness and give resources to sex workers and also to active duty and veteran military personnel as well too. So it's not just sharing my story of my dark erotic poetry that I write, but it's also bringing hope and bringing a purpose to it, sharing my story for a reason, because I feel us that are involved in this industry, whether it's wrestling, whether it's BDSM sessions, whether it's performing, we need help with our mental health because this is very taxing at times. So I feel my mission is to provide those resources when people buy my book.
Yeah, no, it's so true. Where it's like even putting yourself out there, almost in any kind of way, then there's like criticism or what you can get attacked by in so many different ways. So yeah, the whole mental health aspect is really important.
It is. I think that's the thing is because I saw what happened to me when I let it slide and I wasn't able to perform as I wanted to in the industry. And I couldn't be there for my clients. I had to take a step back from the industry so I could take care of myself. And so it really is if you don't take care of your mental health, and I say if you can't dominate yourself, in your life, you don't have any right to dominate others. Doesn't mean you're perfect and dominating every aspect of your life, but it's taking ownership, holding yourself accountable, and living up to the standards and the values that you set. So if I can do that in full-blown honesty of where I'm at, then I can hold space for others to guide them through sessions of what I do.
Oh, such a good way to put it.
Thank you.
Yeah, so speaking of that then, are these some of the lessons you've kind of learned from, because you said you were a switch, right? So I think there's different aspects of, say, like mental health or different aspects about your life, right, that you can learn from being dominating or submissive.
Yeah.
Can you tell us, maybe we can start off with one, like the dominating side, and like things you might have learned, and then we can transition to what you learned from being submissive.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say the dominating side is, so I stepped into more of a dominant role. I've always been a dominant human being in my life, kind of based on survival growing up. And then once I realized that I had this ability as a leader, I love being a leader, I love being a guide and helping people. I went through some severe trauma, and then I went into the industry and I was like, cool, I can be a dominatrix. I went into it very unethically, first of all, many years ago. And I learned my lessons. Karma came back. I didn't hold the proper space for people. I thought it was just holding sessions as a dominant person, and it was all about me and my power. It's not. That's not what a dom is. A dom is holding the space for the curation of a session for somebody to have their experience and a responsible guide. So years passed, and once I started to meet my mentor, who I'm still very close with in the industry, and seeing how he practiced, it was a hard kick in my ass to take a step back of humility and go, what the fuck am I doing? I was never purposely causing harm, but I didn't have the right intention to hold space for others. It was all ego. So with that, once I started to really dive into the ethicality, the honesty, the risk that's there, and actually what it means to be a dominatrix, I stepped into genuinely, I think, a huge part of my purpose as a guide for people. So in that way, what I've learned about being a dom is it's not about having all this power. It's about feeling empowered for the fact that someone is coming to me that says, I trust you. So it's a responsibility for me. It's like, holy shit, you're opening up your kinks. You're opening up your desires. You're opening up maybe your life traumas of what you want to work through. And for me, it's trust is number one. If you trust me, like even though I am the dominant, I like bow down to you and thank you. Because like, that gets me turned on because I get so excited on this shit, you know? So it's forced me in a good way to hold myself accountable, to be disciplined as fuck. Because if I can't be disciplined, how the hell am I supposed to be holding a space to hold somebody accountable for their discipline and their tasks, right? It's helped me to learn how to manage my emotions, to feel my emotions, but to not project them. Because if I'm having maybe a shit day and I have a submissive come to me, that energy is going to transfer. So I feel it, but I don't project it to them. It has taught me a lot about even dominating in the money management area, which I was never taught growing up, because this industry can be very profitable, but if I don't know how to manage it, then what point is money, right? And it's really put me in a space of being empowered to show up, knowing my birthright is serving people in a manner that gives them gifts and holds this space for their authentic expression. So really that's what's given me this full encompassed joy out of being a dominant. It's trust, and I get to take people on a journey, and it's taught discipline and compassion, and it's also given me that space to health in a healthy way to channel my sadistic side, right? You know, when it's consenting on the other end. So that's the dominant side a little.
Yeah.
I was like, any other questions?
Because I think then maybe what you kind of alluded to is that, like, maybe at first, like from the outside in, someone might think, oh, you're just trying to whip someone or hurt somebody,
Yeah.
and that they don't know that there's more to it.
Yeah, I think so many people, I mean, I still get that judgment for the most part. I would say 95%, I only surround myself with people in the industry for the most part. But yeah, a lot of people think it's, I just want to beat you, I just want to whip you on and cause you pain. No, that's not it at all. There are some sessions that we have negotiations, we have a complete talk of, I just want the pain, but it's completely consented. It's about holding a space to experience alternative forms of pleasure that are so taboo against society. When we have a voice, because it's what we like is what we like, right? If we're not harming ourselves and if we're not harming others, who goddamn cares what we like? So it's curating a space of safety, of trust, of knowing that my submissive always has a voice. Always. At any time, if they say red, like code red, like stop, we're done with the session, absolutely. If they tell me their desires, I execute their desires. I love being a leader. I love being a guide, and I love being independent and being a badass, successful woman so I can help other people be the same. It's giving me that space to just let go. Because when we have that space of just stillness and silence and self-care and just letting go, then we show up more effectively because we're not so burnt out driving. So I'd say the top thing that I've really learned from being more submissive is hella communication. Oh my God. Complete communication, especially being poly, being in a polycule dynamic with multiple people in a relationship. Communication of my needs, communication of my wants. Knowing that it's okay to ask for what I want and that I'm never too much and I'm always enough. So even when it comes to performing, because it puts me into that space as well. So being in any submissive role, whether it's session submissive, I'm not a lifestyle submissive anymore. I tried it out and we realized I'm not submissive in lifestyle. I'm just autistic and I like structure. Mm-hmm. That was a hard truth. Mm-hmm. When that was brought out to me by my former Dom, I was like, oh, fuck. And it was a beautiful gift, right? But without those 2 years of being a lifestyle submissive and seeing where I was putting resistance, I wouldn't be able to be where I'm at today. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that really reminds me there's actually research on the effectiveness of medical treatments. And they were able to quantify like the whole placebo effect,
yes.
Or even like 20% of all types of medical treatments comes down to the patient trusting the doctor or feeling that the doctor is like there for them.
Yes.
Right. So it's like it can be any kind. So this means like say even giving a placebo, right? It's like if the patient feels like they're being heard or they feel like they're being listened to, then that boosts the effectiveness by 20%.
Fuck it, absolutely. Thank you for bringing that up because it comes in, it's our nervous system, right? It's called central nervous system for a reason. It's our central. If our nervous system is screwed, we're done. So in BDSM, say in that submissive role for people, what we're doing is we're literally dancing with a client's nervous system. It's not just like the modality and watching someone's face and thinking of emotions. Yeah. We're working with the nervous system on a very core level. And so again, when the nervous system is safe and feels trusted, like you said, like that doctor feels safe and feels seen, you're open and then you'll receive. Why? Because what's happening, your body's not tensing. And so the cells aren't trying to like fight against you and your pores aren't closed, but you're open and your heart chakra is open. We can go deep into that too, but it's once you are safe and you feel seen, that's when neuroplasticity comes in. I don't know if you like the being able to reframe your thoughts, taking a very traumatic situation and bringing it into a positive light by putting positive reframes into a session while that nervous system is relaxed. So there's so many things that you can do in a session with a submissive that I incorporate in my sessions. I incorporate a lot of positive reframes because I work hands-on with a lot of people who have trauma because I'm an NLP certified coach, a neurolinguistics practitioner as well. So I take my coaching and I put it into my sessions to help bring in that full encompassing neuroplasticity, so they walk out that door not just feeling like a better person, but re-imprinting them with the positive affirmation so they know their worth and show up for their worth in society.
Oh, that's really fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, so hopefully that kind of gives people an idea.
Yeah.
Where it's like there's way more than just like hurting people.
Yeah, I mean, it's kinky, weird, fucking fun. Don't get me wrong, I like being kinky as fuck.
Yeah.
But it's so much more than that. It can be. And there's no wrong as to why you want to be in BDSM, right? Or have a session. There's so much more that you can dive deep into. It's not therapy. BDSM is definitely not therapy. I want to make sure that's clear. It can be therapeutic. Cathartic. Let's use that word. Cathartic.
Oh, that's good.
I like that. Because like cathartic and art. It's an art form. Cathartic.
Yeah.
So not therapy, but cathartic.
All right. So with all the great things you said,
Yeah.
can you tell people like where you're kind of based out of the most?
Yeah, so I am based in Orange County, so mainly in Orange County. I travel a lot from LA and San Diego. Now what's coming up is Las Vegas, so which is really exciting. So we're performing at a dark kinky circus on the 24th with Goddess Bia. Goddess Bia also is with Session Girls as well too. Phenomenal. She is a dear soul sister and a fellow dom. We do double dom sessions. So going to Vegas, Orange County, San Diego, LA, that's kind of the central where that's easy for me to access within a day. But the goal this year really is to go international because I'm slowly but surely getting more requests. So I want to take my type of practicing internationally to see how people can really reframe their life with my special niches and modalities.
Oh, fantastic! Well, I'm hoping that this, this can help. We'll do a lot of different, shorts, like short clips of it. We're trying to post them as well. So hopefully that.
Let me hold space for you.
Yeah. So for those who might be watching or listening, I feel really comfortable, and I really like your vibes.
Thank you.
So it's a recommendation from me.
Yay!
So that's a yes from me, dog.
Yeah. Fuck yes.
Yeah. So because do you have anything? You have some stuff coming up though, right? So is it San Diego?
Yes, so February 1st, I am hosting Bondage Ball. So February 1st, Bondage Ball, which is in San Diego as well. That's promoted all over my social media. On my Instagram, which is The Raven Roulette. Super simple. And then Las Vegas at a Dark Carnival. So a Dark Carnival, again, on my social media on the 24th. And then on February 7th, I will be also attending Bondage Ball in Los Angeles as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so I think with that, when you come to LA, we'll definitely maybe even go there with our cameras and then try to do some like vlogging and getting some, we'll just try to get a lot of footage.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. And then, so do you have any date for your book?
So there is no hard date. I am now waiting for the copyright to come through because I was making sure, I was like, I need to get everything copyrighted because I just want safety. So copyright should probably take 2 to 3 weeks, but the goal is the start of spring. My goal is I want first day of spring for that full rebirth and opening up to send it out there. So March 21st. Is that the first day of spring? March 21st? We're going to say that? Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to say March 21st. We're putting out there March 21st. But I do poetry slams throughout LA and San Diego, in Orange County as well, too, promoting my book. So I read my book aloud at these poetry slams. I'm going to be up in LA as well January 19th for Poetic LA, reciting a lot of my book there.
Oh, okay. I think we should be there for you.
Oh my gosh, please come. That would be so fun. It's an amazing group. And this one it's very special because a lot of the proceeds are raising money to help give assistance to people who've been challenged and suffering from the fire in LA. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, with that being said, we were actually really close to the main Palisades fire.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're okay. I guess we're just far enough away that our building didn't burn down.
I'm so glad.
Yeah.
I'm so glad.
Yeah. So, but yeah, a lot of people need their help. Need any assistance because thousands of houses were burned, and a lot of people I know lost everything. So it's any assistance is great, and we've been seeing a lot of outpouring too, right, for LA, just from all these different organizations. So I think everyone in LA thanks everyone for all that.
Yeah.
But so with that being said, come to LA because
come to LA.
So it's funny because we have a window just out, like you can't see it, but we have a big window and we directly see the Palisades. And last week it was all on fire, but you can come back now, even though the Palisades fire is still burning. Yeah,
I think that's what's important, just coming back and supporting. And again, you have to think of even people in the industry who had clients up in the Palisades, who lived in anywhere up there. It's I think every single person's affected by it, and also making sure too, I will even extend to, I do life coaching. Again, I do multiple things. If there's anyone here that would like a safe space held for anything in life coaching, somatic massage, to be able to have a safe space also in additional to the side of BDSM, please reach out on social media if you just need somebody to talk to and to hear you and to see you as well too.
Yeah, can you give us your handles? So, and actually, which social media platforms are you on?
So first is Instagram, which is the Raven Roulette. I am also on Clips for Sale. I work with women of Sparta. I do wrestling as well. I do wrestling. Wrestling as well. Clips for Sale, the Raven Roulette. On Twitter and on Loyal Fans, I am Rail Me Raven.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So there's that.
All right. So I think we're going to have a bunch of things coming up with you. So maybe this should be kind of like a good teaser, and then...
we like to tease and edge you.
Yeah. So then hopefully within the next few weeks, we'll see you maybe even at your poetry slam, and then performing, hopefully.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We'll
All right. Well, thank you for being with me.
Thank you.
Yes. And so we'll see you next time.